After 60, many people believe memory loss is just a part of aging, but Harvard research says otherwise. Your brain can actually renew itself through something called neuroplasticity, the ability to form new connections and strengthen old ones. This means your mind is far more flexible than you think. It can learn, adapt, and grow at any age. Studies from Harvard Health Publishing reveal that just 10 to 15 minutes a day of the right activities can improve memory, focus, and even mood. You don't need expensive programs or prescription drugs. You don't need to change your whole life. Sometimes the simplest daily habits, reading, walking, or learning something new, can trigger powerful changes in how your brain works. Every small step you take builds a stronger, sharper, and more confident mind. So if you've ever wondered whether it's too late to boost your memory, Harvard's answer is clear. Your brain is still growing as long as you keep using it. Number 1. Read books or learn new skills. Activate neuroplasticity. When you challenge your brain with something new, it builds fresh neural connections that strengthen memory and cognitive flexibility. Every time you learn a skill, your brain rewires itself, improving focus, reasoning, and overall mental clarity. Researchers at Harvard Medical School, 2023, discovered that older adults who engage in learning activities each week can enhance cognitive performance by up to 15% within a few months. This growth happens because the brain remains adaptable, even with age, and new learning experiences stimulate both hemispheres, promoting creativity and sharper decision-making. Reading daily is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to keep the brain active. Books challenge comprehension, expand vocabulary, and encourage visualization, all of which support long-term brain health and delay cognitive decline. Even light learning, like mastering basic photography, trying a musical instrument, or studying a new language, can awaken dormant brain regions and spark curiosity. These activities fuel the brain's natural ability to rewire itself, a process known as neuroplasticity, which keeps your mind young and resilient. Daily tip: read at least 20 pages of a book each day or dedicate 20 minutes to learning something new, whether it's cooking a different recipe, sketching, or practicing simple guitar chords. Small, consistent challenges like these help your brain stay alert, adaptable, and full of life, no matter your age. Number 2. Play brain games. Keep your mind sharp. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it becomes. Puzzles such as Sudoku, crosswords, and logic games stimulate the hippocampus, the region responsible for memory formation and retention. Each time you solve a puzzle or crack a code, your brain's neurons fire together, creating stronger pathways that improve focus, problem-solving, and recall. According to Harvard Health, 2021, adults who engage in crossword puzzles at least 4 times a week experience up to 30% better short-term memory than those who don't. That's because these games force your brain to retrieve stored information, recognize patterns, and make rapid connections, all essential for maintaining mental agility as you age. Beyond memory, brain games also enhance attention span and mental speed, helping you process information faster in everyday life. You don't need to spend hours on it. Even a few minutes of playful thinking can reset your mind and keep your neurons active. The key is variety. Mix word games, number puzzles, and visual challenges to engage different brain areas and prevent mental fatigue. Games like Sudoku boost logic and sequencing skills, while crosswords train linguistic and associative thinking. Over time, these exercises help delay cognitive decline, support emotional stability, and promote a sense of accomplishment. Daily tip: Spend 10 minutes each morning solving a crossword, Sudoku, or a quick math puzzle to jumpstart your brain and set a focused tone for the day. Small doses of mental play keep your brain sharp, curious, and ready for any challenge, at any age. Number 3. Exercise regularly. Boost BDNF, the brain's growth hormone. Movement doesn't just strengthen your body, it also fuels your brain. When you exercise, your body releases brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a powerful protein that supports the growth and survival of new neurons. BDNF acts like fertilizer for your brain cells, helping them form stronger connections and improving memory, learning speed, and focus. Research published in PNAS 2011 found that adults who walked briskly for 30 minutes a day lowered their risk of dementia by nearly 40%. This happens because physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients essential for cognitive health. It also reduces inflammation, balances mood-regulating hormones, and stimulates the hippocampus, the very area responsible for memory and emotion. You don't need to run marathons to see results. Even moderate movement like walking, swimming, or cycling can dramatically improve how your brain functions and feels. Exercise also triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, which elevate mood and combat anxiety. Two major factors linked to memory decline. Over time, consistent physical activity helps the brain stay resilient, adaptive, and resistant to aging-related shrinkage. Every workout you do today is an investment in your cognitive future. Daily tip: try brisk walking, light cycling, or swimming at least 3 to 5 times per week. These simple routines enhance brain plasticity, sharpen mental clarity, and make you feel more energized, both physically and mentally. A moving body builds a thriving mind, and your brain will thank you for every step. Number 4. Social connections. Keep your brain active through positive emotions. Human connection is one of the most powerful tools for a healthy mind. When you engage in meaningful conversations, share laughter, or simply spend time with friends, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, two key chemicals that regulate mood, motivation, and memory. These feel-good hormones not only lift your spirit, but also strengthen neural pathways that support learning and emotional balance. According to the Harvard Study of Adult Development, 2023, the longest-running study on happiness and health, spanning over 80 years, people who maintain strong social relationships tend to have sharper memories and live 7 to 10 years longer than those who feel isolated. It's not just about avoiding loneliness. It's about actively nurturing your emotional brain. Every friendly chat, shared meal, or group activity stimulates areas of the brain responsible for empathy, decision-making, and resilience. Social interaction keeps your prefrontal cortex, the thinking center, alert and flexible, helping you stay mentally sharp even as you age. Isolation, on the other hand, has been linked to faster cognitive decline and higher risks of depression and memory loss. That's why maintaining regular contact with others is as essential to your brain as exercise or nutrition. Even small connections like calling a friend or joining a local club can make a measurable difference in brain health and overall happiness. Daily tip: join a book club, participate in volunteer work, or attend community activities each week. These interactions feed your brain with positivity, reduce stress, and reinforce your sense of belonging, keeping both your heart and mind young. Because at any age, connection is not just joy, it's medicine for the brain. Number 5. Multisensory learning. Engage your eyes, ears, and hands to boost memory. Your brain doesn't just learn through words. It learns best when multiple senses are activated together. When you combine seeing, hearing, and touching, your brain forms stronger neural connections, allowing information to stick longer in your memory. This process, known as multisensory learning, activates several brain regions at once, strengthening pathways between them. According to the NIH Cognitive Aging Report 2022, adults who use more than one sense while learning improve long-term memory retention by up to 25% compared to those who rely on a single sense. Think of it like this. Each sense adds another anchor to help your brain store and recall information more easily. If you only listen to a lecture, your mind may wander. But if you listen, take notes by hand, and look at visuals at the same time, your brain stays engaged and alert. Multisensory stimulation doesn't just enhance memory, it also helps maintain neuroplasticity, keeping your brain adaptable and active even in later years. That's why many cognitive therapists recommend hands-on learning. It wakes up your sensory network and makes learning enjoyable again. You don't need fancy tools or classes to do this. You can train your brain through simple habits at home, like listening to an audiobook while following along in print, or drawing diagrams to visualize what you learn. Even cooking a new recipe while watching and listening to instructions activates multiple senses at once, and your brain loves that challenge. Practical tip: when learning something new, combine at least two senses, listen and write, or watch and repeat by hand. Each layer of sensory input adds strength to your memory, helping you stay sharp, curious, and mentally agile for years to come. Number 6. Meditation and stress control. Protect your gray matter from wear and tear. Your brain is like a garden, and stress is the storm that can slowly erode its soil. When cortisol, the stress hormone, stays high for too long, it damages neurons and shrinks areas of the brain linked to memory and learning. That's where meditation comes in. A simple yet powerful way to calm your nervous system and protect your gray matter. According to Harvard Gazette 2018, after just 8 weeks of regular meditation, participants showed a higher density of gray matter in the hippocampus, the region responsible for memory and emotional regulation. In other words, meditation doesn't just help you feel relaxed, it physically changes your brain for the better. By lowering cortisol levels, it slows down the age-related decline in brain volume, helping you stay mentally sharp and emotionally balanced. It also improves focus, sleep quality, and emotional control. 3 key factors that protect your brain against long-term damage. You don't need to sit for hours or become a monk to benefit. Even 10 minutes of mindful breathing each morning can trigger measurable improvements in brain activity. The goal isn't to empty your mind. It's to guide it gently, letting your thoughts settle like dust after a storm. Simple breathing methods, like the 4-7-8 technique, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8, can quickly reduce stress and stabilize your heart rate. Over time, this daily habit builds resilience. Your brain learns to stay calm under pressure, respond more thoughtfully, and recover faster from emotional strain. Daily tip: try meditating for 10 minutes in the morning, focusing on your breath or gentle background sounds. Each mindful pause gives your brain a chance to reset, repair, and grow stronger, protecting the memory, clarity, and calm you need to age gracefully. Number 7. Learn something completely new. Challenge your brain to grow new neurons. Your brain loves a good challenge, especially one it's never faced before. When you learn a brand new skill, like dancing, painting, or playing the guitar, your brain forms fresh neural pathways and strengthens the ones you already have. This process, called neurogenesis, literally helps your brain grow new cells, keeping it flexible, alert, and young. According to the Journal of Neuroscience, 2019, Older adults who practice hand-eye coordination activities, like photography or drawing, improve their focus and cognitive flexibility by up to 35%. That's because these activities activate multiple brain regions at once: visual centers, motor control areas, and memory circuits all work together to master something unfamiliar. Unlike repetitive habits, learning something completely new forces your brain to adapt, experiment, and solve small puzzles every second. And that mental stretch is what keeps your neurons alive and active. It's not about becoming perfect. It's about keeping your brain curious and engaged. Even small creative challenges, like trying a new recipe or learning a simple dance step, can spark new connections and boost mood-regulating chemicals like dopamine. This sense of novelty doesn't just make life more interesting, it's one of the strongest shields against cognitive decline. So instead of thinking, "I'm too old to learn," think, "This is how I keep my brain alive." Daily tip: spend 30 minutes a day doing something that feels new, not just difficult, but different. Try painting, playing a musical instrument, or even using a new app that teaches creativity or coordination. Every moment you challenge your brain, you're not just learning a skill, you're teaching your mind how to stay strong, focused, and joyfully young. Connection. All these activities share one simple truth: they're easy to start, cost almost nothing, and create lasting change. You don't need fancy tools, expensive programs, or hours of free time. You just need consistency, a few minutes each day to give your brain something meaningful to do. It could be reading a few pages, calling a friend, taking a walk, or learning a song you've always liked. The secret isn't doing everything at once. It's choosing one small step and sticking with it long enough for your brain to respond. Over time, those tiny moments add up, new connections form, focus sharpens, and your memory becomes clearer. Your brain is always listening, always ready to grow. So start small, stay curious, and let your daily habits slowly rebuild the mental strength and confidence that make you feel truly alive. Try one simple brain habit today. Read 20 pages of a book, take a short walk around your neighborhood, or call an old friend just to talk. These small actions are some of the best medicine your brain could ever receive. No prescription, no side effects, just real, positive results that build up over time. Each moment you move, learn, or connect, you're strengthening the circuits that keep your mind sharp and your mood steady. Remember, brain health isn't defined by age. It's shaped by how you live, think, and care for yourself every single day. So start now. Do one thing that wakes up your mind and lifts your spirit. And if you found this helpful, subscribe for more science-backed tips to keep your brain and body strong. Disclaimer: this content is for educational purposes only and does not replace medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making lifestyle or health-related changes.